Support for Up to Date is provided by Geisinger, providing world-class care for our community, here where it matters.
Hello and welcome to Up to Date from WVIA News. I'm Sarah Scinto, here to keep you up to date on all the news you should know about. Lake Wallenpaupack recently marked a milestone. We'll head out on the lake for more. And we'll visit a career camp in Scranton. It's Wednesday, July 29th. Let's get into it. We'll start off with a statewide story today. Governor Josh Shapiro has joined leaders of more than 24 states to sue President Donald Trump's administration, accusing it of using public safety grants as part of a, quote, campaign of coercion to change election rules. Chris Potter reports for WVIA.
Trump has long argued that he lost the 2020 election because of fraud. Courts have rejected the claim, and his efforts to change voting procedures also haven't gotten far. But as WESA reported last week, the administration is threatening to cut Homeland Security grants by 20% for states that don't adopt the election rules that he wants. That would cost Pennsylvania $6 million this year, but the federal demands include checking voter lists against a database that's accused of having serious flaws. Shapiro says he joined the suit because the administration is, quote, holding Homeland Security and disaster response hostage. A federal spokesperson said the suit is nothing more than, quote, partisan pushback.
That was Chris Potter reporting. Now let's head to the lake. A century ago, the Pennsylvania Power and Light Company of Allentown, now PPL, dammed the Wallenpaupack River to provide hydroelectric power for the region. The project created Lake Wallenpaupack and generated not only electricity, but also a $72 billion per year outdoor economy for the Poconos. WVIA's Kat Bolas has more from Friday's centennial celebration of the lake.
Kayakers paddle, people swim, and anglers cast for fish at Lake Wallenpaupack.
Beneath its surface is a remarkable story of history, innovation, and community.
That's Debbie Gillette. She's executive director of the Chamber of the Northern Poconos. The Lenape people were the original inhabitants of the Wallenpaupack River Valley. The word Wallenpaupack is from their language and means stream of swift and slow waters. To create the Big Lake, as it's known, the power company moved the entire town of Wilsonville in the mid-1920s. Laura Engels is president of the Wallenpaupack Historical Society. She says some people were upset by it.
But other people saw the possibility for tourism.
Many of the speakers at the anniversary event had personal connections to the lake. Elaine Herzog of the Downtown Holly Partnership learned to swim and ice skate on the lake.
The Big Lake is a big deal for this area, and it has been since its construction. 100 years is without a doubt a significant milestone.
The lake still serves as a reservoir to create hydroelectric energy. Brookfield Renewable is the present-day owner and operator. Reporting from Lake Wallenpaupack, I'm Kat Bolas, WVIA News.
Thanks, Kat. Stay with us. There's more Up to Date after this break.
I'm Roger Dupuis from WVIA News. If you haven't already, sign up to get our free newsletter, WVIA News Notes. It's delivered right to your email inbox each Tuesday and Friday mornings. Go to WVIA.org and click on newsletters to subscribe.
Welcome back. Okay, time to head to camp. Intermediate school students in Scranton are spending this week learning about possibilities. WVIA's Sarah Hofius Hall takes us to career camp.
Kiara Youngari carefully decorated her cupcake, placing a few miniature marshmallows on dollops of frosting and dabbing them with yellow food coloring. The top of the treat looked like buttery popcorn. Organizers of a career camp in Scranton hope that by the end of this week, students such as Kiara will have future career goals and dreams pop into their minds.
It's been nice exploring things I'd like to do. I've been finding out some things I'd like to join, like the Army.
Registration for the Scranton School District's Career Quest Summer Camp filled quickly. Representatives from different businesses, colleges, and careers join the 90 5th through 8th grade students each day. The camp is funded with a grant from the Lackawanna County Workforce Development Board.
That exposure gives them the idea of not only what careers are possible, but what careers are right here in their own backyard.
That's Katana Woodbridge, the district's STEM program supervisor. Students learned about careers in education and food service on Tuesday. Sarah Grandy wore her Lackawanna College chef jacket and hat as she discussed careers in food service. She led the students in the cupcake decorating lesson. Grandy is a recruiter and front-of-house experience manager with Lackawanna's student-run restaurant.
There are so many jobs in this industry, and if you look around in northeastern Pennsylvania, we need good bakeries. We need good chefs.
Grandy presented whisks to students who had created some of the most impressive cupcakes, including Kiara. After that, there was one thing left to do: eat the cupcakes. Reporting from Scranton, I'm Sarah Hophius Hall, WVIA News.
Thanks, Sarah. Find this full story at WVIA.org. All right, one last thing for the day. Let's take a look back at This Week in History with WVIA's Julie Sidoni.
This Week in History, a brief look at some of the biggest happenings here at home and around the world, July 27th through August 2nd. 1902 in Schuylkill County, thousands of mine workers are on strike. President Roosevelt sends the National Guard to Shenandoah. The strike leads to the creation of the Federal Anthracite Coal Commission. 1958, NASA, or the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is officially established. In 1981, Video Killed the Radio Star becomes the first music video when MTV Music Television debuts, though the fledgling cable station is only available in parts of New Jersey. 1996, this is the week a pipe bomb explodes in Atlanta's Centennial Olympic Park during the Summer Games. The blast kills one initially and injures more than 100 people. And in Somerset County this week in 2002, 9 coal miners are trapped in the flooded Q Creek mine. They're saved 4 days later after a rescue shaft is drilled. That's This Week in History. I'm Julie Sidoni, WVIA News.
So, how are we feeling? All caught up and ready for the rest of the day? Find more stories, as always, at WVIA.org. I'm Sarah Scinto. Thanks for listening today. We're here every weekday, so make sure you subscribe and tune in so you don't miss anything. Enjoy your Wednesday, everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow, right here on Up to Date.